Hello everyone, it's Scott and welcome back to another episode of Agrarian Skies 2. So I made another wall of conversion monitors looking at products in my ME system. So just as a way to check that I'm not going to overbuild. So one of the next things I need to do is grab some blood blocks and rich slag and throw them in the induction smelter. So let's find that. Here's our resonant induction smelter. I have one slot left. Great. So let's throw one of these and one of these. There we go. Demonic ingot. So let's make a formula for that. One and one. Whoops, that'll be the output. Rich slag will go in. And done. One encoded pattern. And let's throw that in there. So pretty soon I'm going to have to stop the blood block. In fact, let me go down and stop that right now. Grab that out. Okay, great. Throw it in the ME system, and let's start with the demonic ingot. Let's make 100. Great. Now the golden coin, looks like it's stalled out again. Let's just do a quick check and see what it is that it's demanding now. So looks like at this point I'm missing out on the precontatio, pure AE precontatio, and that's a pretty easy thing. It's any shard will produce it. So whatever's going to have the highest return. Though a lot of these are all 1 for 1. A blaze rod is worth 2. Actually, I can just look at the number here. Magical wood is worth 16. Well, that's pretty cool. I guess I could. Do I have any of that? Magical wood. Oh, I have a lot. I doubt I'm ever going to need these again. So, guess what? In you go. Great. So precontatio should be okay. And let's grab the golden coin monitor, and let's grab the demonic. Okay, demonic ingots. I'm up to 101. Great. So let's throw this over here. Oops. Device missing channel. All right. So looks like I'm gonna have to set up at least another row of. I was a little worried about that. All right, chickens. All right, I'm gonna need some dense cable yellow. Let's craft up. Probably another 10 should be enough. There we go. Okay. So hopefully this will detect. Let's see how many. Okay, I'm only at 8 of whatever channels. Device missing channel. I guess all these are sharing the same layout. All right, I think I came up with a solution, and what I ended up doing was splitting the network behind using a different color glass and then a piece of Fluix cable to act as the generic connector. So that'll split the top 8 blocks from the bottom 6, so that each one has the 8 channels that it needs to to remain independent for what needs to run over an ME glass cable. So you cannot hook a conversion monitor up to a dense cable um, just to a normal cable. So in any case, it looks like I have enough coins and enough demonic ingots. So let's check in on what I need next for the amethyst. So let's turn off. Actually, let's head down to the chemistry area. So amethyst right here. It's going to need a earth element and a feather. So let's check in over here. Actually, now let's do our work right here. So earth element, let's grab a feather, of which I have 3,000. All right, and one of these. All right, and here's my amethyst. So let's add a feather to the ME terminal. We'll we'll add the amethyst to the top, and oh, for some reason there's a lot of little spiders there. I guess I triggered another Thaumcraft special event. I'm getting a little tired of them, I must admit. Okay, amethyst. So let's set up the monitor over here. So the next guy is going to be the sapphire. So let's see what I need to do here. So sapphire is going to burn down the air elements and a mystical blue petal. So let's set that up. So I have 1,000 mystical blue petals, and let's grab some of the air elements. So once you've locked the conversion monitor with a wrench, a simple right click will pull items out. It's pretty cool. And that one seems full. This one's okay. So I do have feathers here, so I can at least grab the air element and put it in here, and then oh, actually, shoot. Let's drop out, since those two are already working. Actually, you know what? Let's take the air element back out of here. And let's get rid of the catalyst here. This is a underutilized ME system, so let's throw that in. Go over to the chemistry set. 1, 2. And done. So here's our formula for a sapphire. I can throw that on. Whoops, let's not do that. Let's throw the sapphire on top. And then come around to the crafting area. Alright, so I just got hit with another Thaumcraft penalty. The sun scorned, so it's messing up all my colors. So here's our sapphire. So I'm going to take a quick break until this Thaumcraft thing is done. Alright, so the last thing I need to make is the ruby. So if we come over, this is going to be a Thaumcraft formula. So stone, ender pearl, and a fire element. Well, I'm just going to use the ME system to build one of these. So let's take the knowledge core, throw it in the knowledge transcriber, and just load up the formula here using the ender pearls and the fire element. And there we go, 1 ruby. Save. So with that, this should be as simple as ordering up 100 rubies. Yep, and having them all pop out of the ME system. So hopefully, yep. So this is just going to take a while. Let's watch this. So okay, so Ignis. So this is going to be a big drain on the Ignis V. So let's just I'm just going to have to let that run down, or in this case, charge up, and then check in on that later. So let's at least add the ruby to our wall. So now that I have the 5 pieces, I should be able to grab, or at least craft, the first of the artifacts. So let's head down to our the crafting area, and let's set up the formula. So demonic, amethyst, ruby, coin, and sapphire. Great. So that's going to create the artifact. And of course, I don't have any blank patterns. Let's throw that in and grab the blank pattern. So for now, not much I can do. I'm not going to try to use the auto crafting because this is going to confuse the heck out of it because there's not enough material. But let me just throw all these back in the ME system. Artifact, I can at least make 1. Okay, there we go, 1 artifact. So I am now on the first step towards moving, towards completing the Ocarina. So let's take a look at the next piece, which is the this mana piece. So I'm going to need an air element and a feather in order to make the mana piece. So let's grab one of these and a feather and head back down. So over here I had sort of set up, I think I have the space to do it. So 1 air element on this side, 1 feather on the left, and let's load this into the chemistry set and let it churn down for a little bit, and that'll produce my mana. Alright, so let's take that, load it back into the altar. Yep, now it's automating. So let's, by the time I get back up here, I should have another one in the ME system. Here it is, mana. Whoops, not mana bean. There it is. So let's grab that and throw it in the upper right. So I'm going to need 200 of these mana I'm going to need 100 of the artifacts, and yeah, so it looks like I am well on my way. Um, the rubies, I guess, are going to be the big thing, most time consuming at this point, which mostly because of the V. So let's see if I can find a solution to speed up the Ignis V. All right, so I think that I found a somewhat solution, or at least a mitigation. So over here in the Arcane Assembler, um, there are slots for additional armor, and so one of the things that I can put in here are items that give a V discount, and so that's going to reduce the amount of Ignis that's needed in order to craft this ruby. So um, with the V discount, I have a number of items here. The Crimson Cult items. Now they're also going to give warping. I don't think I particularly care for that, but and these are kind of limited. They're all going to give 1% off. Nothing that gives any more. So one thing I found is that other than the goggles, there's this Bewitched robe and Bewitched leggings. So they look like pretty simple things. They just need a fleece and the base Thaumaturge robe and leggings, which are just made out of enchanted fabric, which is a pretty easy formula. So I think that yep, at one point in the past, I made a lot of these, 77 of them, and so what I can do is craft up a couple of these Thaumaturge robe and the Thaumaturge boots, Thaumaturge leggings. I don't think it's going to be that complicated. So here we go. Let's grab the leggings. Well, okay, first we'll do the robe. Yep, got that. Then the leggings. Got it. Let's grab the boots while we're here. Okay. So the boots, it's like there's nothing we can make with them. Well, and then the leggings. Here's the Bewitched leggings. Oh, I don't know if this may just be a bug, because I just saw that there's a alternative formula. So here's what I need to do next. I need to make a number of these Bewitched fleece. So thaumium thread, yarn, and golden thread. So it looks like I'm going to need a spinning wheel. So let's figure out what I can do here. Yep, spinning wheel under the gadgets. So I'm just going to need another table. So let's come back over here, craft up a Thaumcraft table. Yeah, I was having such problems identifying the Thaumcraft table before. Okay, spinning wheel. Where should I put this? It really doesn't matter, so I'll just put it here. Okay, so this is the layout. Thaumium thread. It's going to need 2 string and 2 thaumium nuggets. So let's grab some thaumium nuggets. Not sure how the interface on this is going to work. Okay, so I guess it's going to autocraft at this point. Okay, so I'll just let that tick down for a bit and then check in on my other projects. Alright, so I just ended up making a couple more spinning wheels. So formula for just normal thread for yarn, and then golden thread is produced by mixing string and gold nuggets. And so this is grinding down quite well here, producing the thaumium thread and the golden thread. So let's head back over here and grab some bewitched fleece. So I'm going to need to do that over here. Okay. Well, I guess it's being cranky, so let's throw that back in there. Yarn goes in the upper left, golden thread goes here. So bewitched fleece. That's probably going to need a couple more golden threads. So let's grab that. Throw this in. Basically, okay, grab another 8. Great. So let's get back to the bewitched robe. In fact, let me grab the equipment back out of here. So Thaumaturgy, leggings, boots, bewitched robe. Okay, let's try it manually then. Yep, there we go. Bewitched robe. Let's try the leggings next. Okay, bewitched leggings. And I didn't see anything for boots, so let's not worry about that. Let's throw these back in. 4%, 5%, 1%, which means that my average cost is now down to 65%. So I think that's about the best I can do on this budget. So hopefully that will speed up the rubies. Alright, I just had a little crash situation going on there, so I'm back. So what I ended up doing, I disconnected the Ignis relay up here. So I was thinking maybe that the furnace was drawing off V, and then something occurred to me that right here I'm channeling everything in through the V relay interface. I think what I really want to do is build another one. So I guess I set up a formula, long time ago, to basically, let's see if I have, here we go, V-relay interface from a balance shard and a P2P tunnel. So if I remember how this works, yep, so this is my DigiV memory card. So I think what I want to do is also set up a V relay, of which I have a lot. This is again the color green. So let's actually, what I want to do is go up to this other node that's been sitting here for who knows how long. I think this is when I was experimenting. I was gonna, actually, I don't even remember. I think this might even be like the first one. I remember. So it's when I was going to build the node over here for the planar vortex, and I kind of messed it up. And boy, I wish there was a way I could tap this 44 over here, but yeah, I don't think it quite works like that. So let's see if I can set up. Where can I build this? Can I tap through the wall? Yeah, these are a little high up here. maybe I can draw off of the green network down here. Maybe. I don't even remember. You know what? I do have this node sitting in here, but what is that worth? That's worth 9 Ignis. So divide by 8. That's only going to be worth 1 in the new the new layout. Yeah. So looks like there's a lot of choices to be made here. Can I punch through the wall here? Yeah, why don't I do that? I'll punch through the wall. I'll set up a glass cable to run down here. In this case, the yellow glass. Do I have a formula for this? Yes. So I'll start that. Alright, the yellow cable is done. Going out this wall. So let's set it up right here. And excuse me, chicken minion. Alright, so I will need another V relay. I'll need a V relay interface, which looks like it finally finished. So let's plug you in here. The relay on top. Get rid of that torch. Okay, so now we are tapping directly into the system. And I think, if I remember, I can hit the interface. Okay, with this, with the memory card. And then let's see if this has helped speed up anything downstairs. Alright, so looks like maybe the Ruby formula hiccuped. So, yep, let's get back to Ruby. Let's craft another 80. So checking the arcane assembler, I can't really tell if it's charging any faster, but yeah, it seems like it's going up in ticks of 4 now. So again, I'm just gonna have to let this go. So let me see if I can think of something else I can do in the meantime. Alright, so I didn't really change much. The rubies have built up quite a bit. I ended up splitting the V network, so I disconnected this relay node. I'm allowing the red system, the Ignis, to power the furnace, and in the furnace I am burning down ethereal essence. Why? Because this is going to give me some essence that I need for the next phase. I need this aurum in order to make the Ocarina. So if I go to the Ocarina recipe, so this is made by combining material in the infusion process, and down here we're going to need 100 aurum and 100 ordo per combination. So at 100 combinations, I'm going to need 10,000 aurum and ordo. And so unfortunately right now I'm cooking at 2300, and ordo is even worse at 1603. But thanks to the alchemical furnace, advanced alchemical furnace, I can let that burn down. So so with that, I am going to start by building a bunch of artifacts. So at this point, I should be able to craft up 50 of them. Yep, okay, so I have everything that I need to start crafting, and there we go. I should now have 50 artifacts. Yep, okay, so the next phase of what I want to do is connect the ME system up to the infusion process. So what I'm going to do is, well, first clean out my inventory, just a little. And what I'd like to do is get the artifact and the mana. So let's grab some of this. So what I'd like to do is start exporting all of the artifacts and all the mana to this chest. And so if I were to whitelist the pipes here, I want to make sure that the artifacts ignored begin pumping into this primary chest, which is going to lead to the center of the infusion area. And over here, I'm going to have my let's whitelist and whitelist, so that way things don't get too screwed up. In fact, yep, in fact they are. Alright, so ignore. So this is going to whitelist the mana. This is going to whitelist the artifacts and place the artifacts here in the in this chest. So once that gets going, that should auto load one artifact in the center and 2 off to the side. So let's just preload some of this and grab an artifact, place it in the middle, and then activate this with one of the wands. Great. And at this point, it's just going to need a lot of material. So as I said before, there's no good way to automate this, so I'm just going to have to go through and manually tap this 100 times. Why? Just because it's manual labor. So anyway, that will keep that going. So at this point, it's just going to be one giant rinse and repeat for the 100 ocarinas. So let me get another batch of ruby up and running. Let me make another 10. So I tried doing things in parallel, didn't quite work. I tried building more disposable wands. That sort of worked. I can just keep throwing disposable wands into the into this node, the planar vortex, and I can, for every one wand, I can create 2 rubies before the wand is falls below the limit. So that might be something I can do to accelerate the last 50. But at this point, the bottleneck is going to be the infusion process. So so at that point, I'm just going to have to wait this out. Okay, I'm making one last portal in the box here. So I have, this is using up the last of my Eldritch eyes. So at this point I'm going to probably have to go back to farming them, but I need one more Primordial Pearl for the very last quest here in the quest book. So if we go back to Thaumaturgy, this last guy, keeping it all, mirrored amulet. Um, Mirrored Amulet is going to need that Primordial Pearl. So, yep, so I can get back to the crafting of the Ocarina. And then as soon as I start another one, I'm going to take off and set up the portal. Alright, here I am again. This time 1,000 blocks north of my base. So I'm just going to set up another portal out here and then run through the Thaumcraft world, and I'll stop when I get to the next outpost. So I'll see you soon. Alright, that took entirely too long, and now I have the rune tablet key to this gate. Alright, what do we have this time? Grim Eldritch Construct. Okay. Well, ooh, it withers. That's great. Oh, and it's healing. That's even better. Alright, got it. Whew. Oh my gosh. That took off 30 hearts. Huh. Okay. Alright. Alright, well, now I have another Primordial Pearl. So, yeah, I'm going to do a little bit of cleanup here in this room and head on back to the overworld. That was just crazy. Alright, so while I was out, it looks like the crafting of the rubies completed in the assemblers, and so I have everything I need to make the last of the 50 artifacts. So let's make those now. 50 more artifacts. Great, and so those are going to be absorbed down here into these chests. And so by the time I finish here, you know, one thing I can do, let's upgrade the servos underneath here. I think that it might actually improve the performance slightly. Let's move that in. Let's move this in. Good. So those are all stacked up. Okay, so that's filling up from the ME system. This is still grinding down. Looks like it's about to finish. There's another Ocarina, and it should be absorbed back into the ME system thanks to this import bus right here, which is absorbing Ocarina. So let's see. Okay, so now it's loading up the all the material. So let's just hit it again with the wand and keep this process flowing as fast as we can. So now that I have the extra Primordial Pearl, let's return to the quest book here and take a look at keeping it all in the Mirrored Amulet. So luckily a Mirrored Amulet, you will not lose your items upon death. Okay, so Mirrored Amulet. It's going to require a magic mirror, the pearl, and a mundane amulet, and a map. So I think that I gathered. So mundane amulet is either from a drop or a loot bag. Empty map. I think I crafted earlier. So that just leaves the magic mirror which looks like it's just going to be pearls, mirrors, and gold. Ender pearl. Let's grab another mirror and gold. Alright, so I'm just going to have to disrupt, well, at this point I'm just going to have to wait for the next opening in the infusion area, and then I'll be good to craft. Alright, so this should cover the magic mirror as soon as that absorbs the last of the items. So let's grab that out and put the Primordial Pearl in. And let's line everything up just so, and tap it with the wand. Just out of curiosity. Okay, this is going to take a little bit more Perdicio and Vacuous, so I will cut back when that is complete. Okay, here we go. One mirrored amulet. So let's check back in the quest book, and that will complete the mirrored amulet, which completes keeping it all, which appears to complete Thaumaturgy. So 98%, I guess that's just one of those issues with the quest book, because it says I have one quest available for completion in overall. Okay, so let's return to our regularly scheduled Ocarina crafting session. Alright, I'm back and I have been really busy. So I am up to 79 Ocarinas because of this gadget way up here. So I kind of figured if I'm going to be crafting, why am I just doing it with one infusion chamber when I could be doing it with 3 and really 4? So what I wanted to show is that each one of these is a 9x9 multi-layer copy of an infusion matrix. I have the runic matrix right here in the center. It's being pumped in from a chest here. So each chest has artifacts and mana. So it's filling a very specific pair of pedestals with the artifact in the center. The mana is getting pumped in, and same thing, mirror image above. And so with this many candles, it's very stable. And so I can basically do, I just line up right here with one click and one click. And one click. I'm now doing 3 at a time. And so I positioned this other infusion provider, which is drawing from the enemy system. It can reach both of these matrices. Long ago I created 2 infusion providers because I thought that having 2 of them might actually work faster if I had them going in parallel, but it didn't. So hey, you learn as you do, I guess. Goodbye, chickens. So I just wanted to kind of demo this, that it's been saving me a ton of time, and it was pretty easy to set up. And I kind of want to demo another one here. Maybe that'll help me plow through the last set, but I'm gonna have to reconfigure these pipes a little bit more. Let me just get these out of the way, because maybe I can just run them in parallel. So with each layer here, Get rid of that. And then I can continue this in this direction. Boop. Okay. Builder's Wand is saving me a lot of time. You just have to be a little tricky with the half slabs. For some reason it doesn't work quite as well. If you tap a half slab twice, it'll end up creating another regular slab. Anyway, so one level up from the runic matrix should be a blank level. So with this, I'm just throwing down a number of candles. And then I will do another layer up. And so, yep, so this has been working pretty well. Just automatically loading and unloading items into the ME system. Really wasn't that hard to set up. Yep, there we go, okay. And a couple more candles. There we go. And that should be enough to give extra stability. So let me build one extra level up, and then I can start with the next layer of another infusion device. So yeah, so with this is kind of coming up on the end. I really just have it's a matter of how much time do I want to burn. I could just do another cut and just click for another hour. I think it's about 5 minutes for every device. Yeah, so letting that go. Yep, so this should have finished already. Okay, I can at least get these two going. So it's shaking again. Where am I at with my material? Still another 2400, 3100. I'm up to 81 ocarinas. So, yep, let's just add another. Let's clear this out. So this will be the next layer down. I wish I could make this more interesting, but unfortunately it's just a matter of it's just a matter that the infusion is just one of the more annoying things of Thaumcraft because of how it can't be automated. But I guess it's fine. I mean, I'll just burn through this and kind of just take my lumps, and there we go. Let's put that in there. And so to build the infusion area, we're going to need another runic matrix, 3 arcane pedestals, the stone block and stone bricks, bricks on the bottom, followed by blocks, and then followed by the pedestals, and then the matrix. And then what I'm doing is then going in and kind of cleaning up everything with the wrench so that only certain sides are being connected. So you can kind of see here that it has a retriever on the outer sides, and this middle column is the one that is the kind of the return path. So I can just go in and grab some more retrievers. So let's grab 10 of those, and then okay. And then what we can do is set this up with a, we'll grab one of the mana, wherever it is. Oh, okay, I have to go back down to the chest, and then the artifact will then be pulled into the center. So if I were to whitelist this, ignore, that should turn that guy on. Likewise, the same thing over here with the retriever on this side. So we'll set up as a mana whitelist, and then we will need to set up, I think just connecting that guy up will be enough because of the, what did I just do? Okay, arcane stone blocks goes down here. Let's tap it with the wand. Now every time you activate, okay, so is it going to, alright, I cleared out all the piping, so this should activate. Yep, there we go. So now I can add the retrievers back in. So from here, we'll need to continue this up. Same thing here. We'll whitelist this retriever. Boop, boop, boop. And then over here, same deal. Retriever, whitelist mana, ignored. This will be return channel, so that's feeding in fine. And then let's grab one last guy here, and then that'll be the channel for the artifact. Great. And so at that point, I can now wire these guys up here, so that way they can pull from the. Let's just make sure I have the candles set up correctly. So I'm going to have a layer of candles followed by a layer of sandstone, followed by another layer of candles, followed by the piping. There we go. Okay, so this is the height that I need to place the pipes. There we go, one line in, and it should be one line out. Let's take a quick observance. Alright, so here's my problem. I just ran out of, I need to loop this stuff around, and then get the right hand side is the return side for the completed items, and then let's just wrench to disconnect this, and that should be good. Alright, so I'm not going to activate the, let's get back here and make sure that these are still running. Problem is, let's see, runic matrix done. Next runic matrix, that's ticking. Let's get this guy going again. And so to set up the fourth level, let's put down another layer of candles. And so I kind of learned that I have to do at least 2 layers. In my experimenting, I ended up with only if I only do 1 layer, it's just, oh shoot, that's what I didn't want to do. Alright, so just filling in the candles. I want to make sure that I get the right positioning. I did some experimenting trying to see how tightly I could pack a infusion or the infusion machines, and I just kind of ended up detonating a couple of them because I didn't have, even though it says that this is like I think a minor infusion difficulty. I think it just really wants the stability, and so just putting 2 levels of this 9x9 candles was enough to get the whole thing working. So I'll just keep rolling with it to make sure that I'm done in a reasonable amount of time. So I don't want any more any more mistakes. That's fine. Let's finish this off. Good. And did I mess something up? Yes, because I want to make sure that this is clear. Otherwise, it it breaks apart. Yep, I don't want to break apart the pedestal because otherwise it will knock it off. There we go. There we go. This should pull up another mana. Maybe I can just throw. Okay, that pulled up automatically. And so, if I were to just throw down another layer of candles, followed by the builder's wand to lay down more candles. And done? Yes, okay, so that should be enough for me to run 4 of these now in parallel, which should get me to the end very quickly. Okay, and all those 3 are in range of the infusion provider, as is this. So at this point, I just sit back and wait for the final 13. Alright, I'm back, and I'm in the final 4 ocarinas. So I went and built myself a little spa. The spa block, which is part of Thaumcraft Arcane Spa. You just feed it bath salts, which can be created from Salus Mundus, combined with water, which I just took the drum from the over here with my infinite water source. And those combine to produce purifying fluid, which removes all the flux effects and gives me a warp ward, so I won't be hit by crazy events as I sit here. So the last 4, as I said, are hooked up to the ME system now. They're processing, so as soon as they are finished infusing, they should start trickling in. Alright, there's number 97, 98, 99, and finally number 100. Excellent. Okay, so let's grab the ocarinas out of the inventory. Oh, okay, so these are all going to be single loaded, so let's go and grab the quest book and head over to the quest delivery system block. So, okay, so let's check here. Down to learning to skyblock, ultimate quest. What we're going to do is do a select task, right click. Alright, so it's definitely bound. And then we're going to feed the export buses with the ocarinas. Alright, we're coming up on the end. 99 ocarinas and one last one in my inventory. Manual submit. 100 out of 100 and done. Whew. Alright, so that should be the very last quest. Yep, all quests completed. If I unselect, there are 0 quests available for completion anywhere. So that completes all the quests of Agrarian Skies 2. So everything else is confirmed to be just things that we're editing because this is not an official final release. There's still a couple bugs left in it, and Jaded Cat went through and had to, because of some bugs in HQM, can't delete old quests or else will crash the existing games. So I'm sure all that will be cleaned up in the final release. Yeah, so let me do a little cleanup and I'll be right back. Alright everyone, we've come to the end. So I've gone through, I just want to kind of reflect on some of my thoughts of Agrarian Skies 2. I think that the quest trees were very well done. Kudos to Jaded Cat for putting this pack together and tweaking it in the ways that she did. I'd say overall the flow of the quests were pretty good, but there were a couple, I guess, flaws in implementation. One big thing is the hunger system was more of an annoyance once you realize that Thaumcraft brains kind of worked outside of the hunger system and granted a lot of well-fed points, and so. With that, I'm not sure how you would really fix that because you need the Thaumcraft brains to really advance anywhere in research points, and that's something I think's more broken with Thaumcraft itself. There's a very high reliance on the air research, and so there just aren't enough things in the map that I could find that used air or provided air research, and so yeah, it just seemed like a big stumbling block trying to find things that would work. Overall, I had a pretty good time. There's a lot of automation opportunities. I think I learned a lot. I did this mod pack pretty much requires a very deep dive into Thaumcraft, and maybe that's one thing that I really didn't like, is that it kind of turned into a collect all the items, especially with the Agricraft and Thaumcraft. Not so much, and then with blood magic, things like the life shards seem like they're just broken. That you have to switch down to a level 3, but you need these blocks, the rune of dislocation blocks, which really aren't that well documented from what I can find on the web. Now, I know that blood magic has a pretty extensive in-game help. It's all written as role play. I probably could have spent more time researching that in-game in order to learn things, but the couple of times that I poked through it, it was written from a perspective where it didn't really teach much, like the mechanics of blood magic or the add-ons. So I really relied on the web to provide that details, and things like sanguimancy are very undocumented. Not sure why. Things like the corrupted, trying to figure out how to get corruption points. It seems like a lot of the things were disabled because of some mod interactions. Things like mining and yeah, it just didn't seem to work right. I was pretty happy with the way some of this automation turned out. The Botania automation was pretty cool. I was really, I hadn't really gone into Botania before, and I was very happy with the way that this Apothecary worked out, as well as the living rock and living wood producers worked out. As I mentioned before, forestry seems to be pretty bugged, especially working with the MFR fruit pickers. So that just seems to be a mod-to-mod interaction issue. Again, the bees, I think, were pretty bugged, and were probably one of the leading contributors of my crashes. I don't think I've ever played another mod pack that crashed as much as this one did, and I'm not sure why that is. Maybe it's just the way the bees work with Thaumcraft, and something about the V reader was constantly crashing. I just didn't have that problem with Sky Factory. So, yeah. So overall, I'd rate this very highly. If you want to have a pretty deep dive without a lot of hand holding, really. It'll force you to learn a lot of the mods. I did this in 5 months, playing every other day. And so, yeah, I really I enjoyed it. I really liked Applied Energistics. Got a lot of use out of that. I think Thaumcraft could be improved a little bit if they did something with Applied Energistics, maybe the security console where you can kind of tie things to a particular player, and then that would give the index to kind of look up whether you've unlocked stuff or not to automate. But that's for other people to program. That's not my skill. I'm still in the .NET world, not the Java world. But hey, kudos to all the people who work on these mods, and thanks to Jaded Cat for putting everything together in a very entertaining fashion. And if anybody would like to download this world, please leave some comments in the video below, and I'll work on finding a place to share it. Otherwise, thanks for tagging along and helping to support my viewership. I really enjoy that there's people out there that I might be helping, and yeah, thanks for being there, and hopefully you'll be there forever my next endeavor is. So with that, I think this is the end of Agrarian Skies 2, and I'll see you all around. Bye.